Hey everybody, good morning. It's Brad bringing you another Tactical Tuesday. Strategies to enhance your metabolism and optimize your performance. Today I want to share with you my favorite recovery strategy. It's called deprivation float tanks. Sensory deprivation. You jump in these float tanks, they're all over. All you gotta do is Google float tank in your city and you'll come across them. It is literally, it's magnesium sea salt water, so you float. It's like floating in the Dead Sea, which magnesium relaxes you. It's pitch black, and you have earplugs in so you can't hear anything. It alleviates all stimulus from the outside world. Your sensory, because we walk around in sensory overload. When you get in these things, it just shuts it all down. And it actually allows the brain to get into the theta state, which is that deep meditative state that we try so hard to get into. In my experience, it's nearly impossible to meditate yourself into this state. When I shut my eyes and try to think about nothing, I think about everything. When I get in that float tank, the first 10 minutes, my brain's kind of going crazy. And then before you know it, all of a sudden, I don't know if I'm awake or if I'm asleep. It's incredible. There's all kinds of research showing how powerful it is from a recovery standpoint, and it also really helps heal up your brain. I have found that if you do it in the evening time, it improves sleep. And if you do them in the morning time, it drives creativity. It was incredible. The first time I did a float tank in the morning, you're supposed to stay in there for 90 minutes. At about the 70-minute mark, I had to get out and write down all my ideas. I was ready to conquer the world. It was incredible. So it's a really cool tool, and it's really great at calming down your brain. Now, for a lot of people, it's going to be hard the first time you do it, but don't worry, you can open it up. It's easy to get out. I won't lie to you, 5 or 6 times the first 10 minutes, I kept checking my door to make sure that it would open. Because it's weird. We're so used to being stimulated and having so much sensory overload that you take it all away, the body freaks out and fights it a bit at first, but it's amazing. And commonly across the board with my clients, it's their best recovery tool. It's awesome. So I just recommend that you try it. If you're somebody that manages HRV, if I do deprivation float tanks, the next morning I wake up, my HRV number is usually 15 points or higher. It is incredibly powerful for a recovery standpoint. So I like people to do it, once a week, once every 2 weeks. It really helps. If you've been a past football player with brain concussions, I've worked with a lot of people like that. A lot of my CEOs are ex-football players. They have gotten huge relief from using the deprivation float tank just like I have. There's some research really showing that it's really, really good for healing up brain trauma. So there you have it. My favorite recovery strategy, deprivation float tanks. Google it. Float tank in your city. You'll find some options. They're awesome. Remember, relax and conquer.